Good morning, folks. My name is Rick Tolliver, and I'm going to be sharing with you this morning about a new little project that I've got going on. We have a new Facebook group just posted on Facebook yesterday, I believe, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about that group. It is a public group. But it's private. It's open to anybody, and you can find it on Facebook under groups. And the title is I got so many papers here. I can't even read my own writing. The title is "We the People, Brave and Free," and I have been trying to put this off, but God is really wanting me to share some comments and some thoughts regarding our nation and the concerns that I have about it are the same as many people. But I want to share some thoughts, and I hope that you will join me at my Facebook group, We the People, Brave and Free, and make your own comments, and feedback is greatly appreciated. I am going to be making some podcasts, several each week, on this topic. Again, the title of the podcast will be We the People, Brave and Free, and then there will be, of course, segments with subtitles. But I'm just going to share with you very briefly a little bit of overview about what I'm going to be talking about and why I'm going to be talking about it. The podcast, by the way, is Freedom Road Unchained by Rick Tolliver. It's available on all the major platforms. And I try to hold them down to 20 minutes or less. So check it out. I would appreciate it if you would give me some feedback on that as well. You'll find a lot of other timely messages on that podcast, commentaries regarding my walk with the Lord, my a lot of stuff. Okay, my books, my ministry projects, and I would appreciate it if you check it out. The podcast comes out at least a couple times a week, and you can find my book, which is on the wall behind me there, World War Me by Rick Tolliver, an inspirational memoir. You can find it on Amazon, very affordable, and I'd appreciate some feedback about that too. New books are coming out. The next one is in the mix. The title of that book is World War Us, Guardian Angels. It's a fictional book. It's cool. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to getting it finished. I'm probably fourth of the way through it. And typically I post the chapters on my podcast and let people go ahead and share with me some comments about the work. So let's talk about the United States of America for a while, okay? I'm going to try to keep this time down to a reasonable amount. I do want you to check out the longer version, which I'm going to have a podcast coming out today, and it's going to be kind of setting the stage and giving us an idea of what I think we need to be talking about. First of all, I want to tell you that I'm not a hater. I was caught up in this trying to top other people's comments. I am a conservative, a Christian conservative, and liberals, of course, upset me at times, and liberal views and policies and all the stuff that goes along with it. I believe that the Bible, the Constitution, and the other documents and provisions that our country was founded upon says that we're one nation under God, and we are a godly nation. And I think that we have every right and fair expectation to try to maintain this a godly nation. We will have to allow for the freedoms of others because we are a nation of freedoms, and everybody has a God-given right to determine their own beliefs, their own belief system, and so on and so on. So I'm okay with that. I'm not okay when they start trying to dissuade me from my beliefs and push me into a corner to accept their beliefs and their gods. That's not going to hold up. So we have some differences of opinions. I believe that we can resolve these differences by coming together and discussing common concerns that we both care about, that are equally affecting every American, irregardless of their political alignment or their deep belief system. The government is pretty much messed up. It's out of control, and there's a lot for us to talk about. I just want to tell you that I do believe in common sense solutions, in honest evaluations, and then meaningful correction. All right. So I've got so many notes here. Good grief. All right, we have a lot of challenges. I want to start with the federal government. We also have issues with state governments and local governments, but the federal is the most obtuse. It's the most destructive part of our government system today. I have been a gifted problem solver most of my adult life, and I make some comments about that in my group. But I'll just tell you that as a high school dropout, when I was young, I became a plant manager of a large production facility with hundreds of employees and many responsibilities at the age of 22. And I was very successful because God gave me a gift to be able to resolve issues, recognize the problems, come to some meaningful solutions, and then apply those solutions equitably, therefore cutting out waste and making the most of what we had to work with. So, and then that gift took me through many years of being relatively successful in business. And so I have some experience when it comes to recognizing issues and waste and problems that are fixable. I have a little formula, which is very simple. I believe that in solving problems, we first of all have to apply a constructive analysis. That is, we need to analyze exactly what's going on, why it's going on, and what we need to do to fix it. All right. We need to develop the very best plan that we can to correct it, and we need to be willing to solicit forces, wise people, and sincere people to help us in these endeavors. We cannot do it alone. It requires a village. But we have some God-given rights. We have some rights in the Declaration of Independence. We have some rights in our Constitution. We have rights in the Bill of Rights, and these have not changed. There have been amendments to the Constitution, to these areas of overall government over the years, but we still have our basic rights. The basic rights are just as our founders instilled them into our new country, and this nation is one of the people, by the people, for the people, and we have ceded it. We have given it over to a small group of kingpins in Washington, D.C., who have lost their way. And we have allowed it, and it's time to take it back. We can fix this if we would simply apply ourselves and decide to do it. It doesn't matter how much we know about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence and all these fabulous, fabulous documents and theses that our nation was founded upon. We have to apply them to our lives, and we've gotten so lazy, so horribly lazy and complacent about our politicians in Washington, and all we do is sit back and gripe and complain and take what they dish out ultimately, that we are the problem now, and we need to get off our butts and get involved and fix it. All right, we can do it intelligently, we can do it calmly, peacefully, but effectively, and a big factor is it's the right thing to do. All right, we will at all times be honest and forthright. We'll deal fairly with the people involved and who are at fault. We will do our best to help them as well. We're not going to summarily line them up and shoot them. There's not going to be any firing squads, but we're going to correct some issues and some problems. And it may mean that some people will be asked to resign. A lot of people are asked to resign their jobs if they haven't done the job properly, meeting expectations and requirements. Jobs have common sense requirements. So, but we must be fixed and dedicated to following through and not be intimidated, not be out-talked or outspent or outgunned. We need to be committed to the resolution of this mess, okay? I'm going to just give you a quick example. You know, one thing that we can all agree on is that we have a problem with our finances in this country. You know, I mean, we are overtaxed, and our tax money is not appreciated. It is wasted. I would say as much as wasted probably is as much as the amount that is spent equitably and fairly. Now, that's a horrible thing to say. I could probably prove that in due course. But I will tell you that we all know, if we'll be honest about it, that our tax money is excessive, that a lot of it is being wasted, and nobody seems to care that much about it. It's not their money. Politicians in Washington need to get a wake-up call. All right, no more waste. You are sent there. You're hired by us to go to Washington and represent our best interest and equitably deal with the issues of our location that sent you there, and the needs of our state and our country as a whole. The monies that are collected by the government are controlled by the Congress. Congress, you're responsible to us, and we got some questions. We got a whole lot of questions, and we're going to get some answers. And the first thing is, I want to know who gave you permission for us to have a national debt of trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. We don't even know for sure how many trillions of dollars, because we don't believe you anymore. We think it might be as much as $30 trillion. You're saying it's probably $22 trillion, I think, at last count. But nevertheless, it is a horrible, idiotic, unacceptable situation in our nation. We demand that you pass bills, and if you don't, we will recall you. We want a balanced budget. All right? We have balanced budgets in our homes. Cities, counties, even many states are required to have balanced budgets. They know it's the best way to do business. Why would we intentionally pay billions and trillions of dollars a year in interest on money that we borrow from other nations and from ourselves against our kids and our grandkids so we can waste more money? Now, this is going to stop. It's got to stop. This is an area that we can use as an example of a common need affecting all people in our nation. So we should be able to come together and resolve this and straighten it out. And I would tell you that there are means of resolution. There's ways to fix this. They're fair. They're simply based upon us demanding and receiving respect from those that represent us. And we're the boss. We need to start acting like it. They are free to rule as they choose, and they don't know how to do it. We're going to give them some professional guidance. We are going to put together teams that are the best business minds in the country, the best financing minds in the country. And we're going to apply business principles, basic common sense, along with highly intelligent design. And we're going to fix some of these issues. There's a whole lot of them. We can take them one at a time and deal with them. I invite you to join me. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm open to even better ideas and some conversation about my ideas as I put them forth. We are a nation under God, so all this stuff is going to be prayed about before it's shared with you. And I hope that you'll join my group. Let's make it into a big group. We need to act. We have to take action. We have to apply any kind of great solution we have. We have to be willing to work at it. Okay, and we need to have a lot of people get involved as soon as possible. If it's just me, I'll tell you what's going to happen to me. They're going to wipe me out. They're going to shut me up somehow, some way. They have the power to do it. But if there's a million of us standing together, arms locked, claiming our nation, they can stop us. If there's 10 million of us, there's no way they can stop us. There should be 100 million of us, at least, very, very soon. I hope that you'll help me with this situation. We can do this. We can do this. Thank you very much. As always, I'll end by saying, easy does it. See you later. Bye.